and start recording this call. So we are now recording. It is Thursday, October 15th, 8:03 a.m. Welcome to another live trading session with Forex League. So how these always go is we're going to run through all the pairs. I'm not sure if Nick's going to be joining today. He had a root canal yesterday. Freaking guy's a mess. But we're going to go through all the pairs today that we've been looking at, and we're going to see if there's any potential trade opportunities. If you guys have questions throughout the session, feel free, post in the chat. And I'll try to get to the questions towards the end. Try to get straight to the point here. We're going to get right into the analysis, and we're going to get started looking at DXY as always. So we're going to look at the dollar index, and then we'll look at this. This was a little trade that was given out last night in the signals, little comeback. Earlier in the week, we gave out EU, little loss, but we made it back and then some last night. So we're going to cover this, and let's look at DXY first. So DXY was looking pretty crazy. Pretty much, let's bump up and just do a complete top-down analysis. Let's go time frame by time frame here. So weekly time frame on DXY, obviously last week closed very bearish, and then this week has just been bullish, guys. So this is something that I'm noticing as of recently is as we begin the week, we should look and see how we open up. So this thing opened up bullish to start the week, kind of set the tone. Buyers stepping in. Buyers are stepping in on this weekly time frame. So we have to take note of that. We have to weigh that and not take that lightly. As I went down time frames to the daily time frame, what I'm talking about is early in the week, we opened up with a doji or an inverted hammer candle at the bottom here. That's a reversal candle. And then we had this huge bullish candle, morning star right there. And then we followed that up with another push to the upside. We were at this weekly support level right here. I know last night I was on a call and we were going over this. Pretty much what we were looking at was we saw this like 30-minute flag right here. So I'm going to go and highlight this out for you guys. I had originally deleted this, but we had this little 30-minute flag, and we were looking for this to either break to the downside or break to the upside. We were waiting on that, and that was where we were kind of making our decision. And then we had this huge surge, and then this spinning top candle, and then obviously another push to the upside. So on this 1 hour time frame, we have definitely already broken structure, guys. This is bullish. This is very bullish. We've broken structure in multiple ways. Even if we come onto here and we utilize a trend line, we can see this trend has clearly changed. Let's delete this. This trend has clearly changed to be bullish at this point. Let's take this off right here. And that's all we need to know. In order for us to continue this bullish trend, it'd be nice to get some sort of push back, make a higher low. It looks like we got Nick joining up, actually, making a guest appearance today. Let me see where he's at. Oh, yeah, he's in here. Let me get him unmuted.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, dude?
What's up, everybody?
Nothing much. How's the root canal?
Oh, dude, I gotta go do that at 11.
Yeah, that sucks.
Dude, I didn't get like any sleep. I'm in a lot of pain.
Yeah, that sucks.
Anyway.
Yeah, I started with DXY. I'm just gonna go through mine, and then you can go next.
Perfect.
All right, cool. Let's get the tissues. Oh my God. All right, so coming over now to NU. Did you see NU? I took a little NU trade last night.
Yeah.
It's
a little short opportunity.
Thing was nice. Thing could keep pushing right now, honestly.
Got some room to fall for sure.
Let's go up to the week. So this is basically how we were looking at NU, guys, on the weekly time frame. We were retesting these highs 1, 2, 3 times. Had this huge weekly bearish engulfing candle, and then coming into this week, buyers stepped in. But in the back of my mind, I was always looking at this resistance level as as what it is. It was resistance. Heavily rejected this level multiple times here. So I wasn't trying to do anything crazy and really buy into the zone. As I worked my way down time frames, pretty much what I noticed here is on this daily time frame, we fell below the support level right here. We fell off right there, so we were getting pretty bearish. Then I highlighted this flag, worked my way down to the 4 hour right here. So 4 hour time frame, highlighted this flag. We've been consolidating in this area. We came up to this high right here, the top of the channel. We had this huge bearish engulfing candle yesterday morning when we were on the live session, and then this thing continued to dump lower and lower. And I was pretty much just on the 30-minute time frame, and even on the 30-minute, guys, I was looking at this 30-minute ascending channel, and we fell out of this channel right here, retested, and that's pretty much where we entered. We had in the signals, we put this out. We entered at 0.66 500, so we entered like pretty much right here. So those are all the confirmations I had as I worked down time frames. I had 4 hour 4 hour flag, 4 hour resistance, 4 hour bearish engulfing. This 200-day held well multiple times. And then I just came down to the 30-minute, saw this 30-minute ascending channel. And as soon as we broke out of this channel, guys, it was just a lot of volume. A lot of volume stepped in. And as you can see now, it keeps falling. I believe I closed right around here at 6,600. This thing is still pushing, though. This thing is still pushing to the downside. So this trade is more than paying for the loss that we had early in the week, which is what we like to see, because you're not going to win every trade. So that's NU. Nothing doing for today. I mean, this thing's just pushing. There's no trade opportunities now. I'm looking for it to come back down into this support level right here. Yeah, the dollar is insane. Looking for it, to come back down into this trend line, into the channel. We'll see if it plays the channel or if it breaks out of the channel. Next opportunity will be pretty much down near this line, down near this area. We could even adjust. Let's bump back up to the daily, see if we can adjust this a little bit. Daily time frame. We're going to move this up to this area. So if you guys still are in this trade, the targets right now are this 0.65 700 area. That's where it's most likely going to find some support at. And then we're going to play it the same as we just did. Hopefully we find some resistance here, find some support, and then we flag or something, some sort of pattern, and then we'll look for the next short opportunity or reversal. So that's UCAD. Let's look at USEF. We sized up last night two opportunities, two different ones, one on USEF and one on NU. They were conflicting, and we were waiting for DXY to make its move. And as we can see, as NU fell, USEF pulled up. The dollar gained strength overnight. So this was not executed. We were waiting for execution on this. And even if I come down to the 30-minute, yeah, we were waiting on execution on this. Let's bump up to the weekly time frame. Discord link. Yeah, I'll drop the Discord link in a bit. So weekly time frame, we are at this low right here. We're at this support level, this monthly support level. Last week closed very bearish, and then this week obviously is going pretty bullish at this point. Let's go down to the daily time frame. We're just within this flag that was forming. So we formed these 2 points, point A and point B. And then we had point A and point B down here. So that's where I drew this flag out of. Obviously, we fell below it right now. So that's why I was thinking short opportunity on this 4-hour time frame. Again, the flag looks a little bit clearer. And right now we fell out of the flag. We fell below resistance. Now we're testing. We could potentially double top here. We could potentially double top at this 4-hour level. And we kind of got to just be patient. As I come down to the 30-minute time frame, this thing had a lot of volatility step in. So we're basically just seeing how it reacts right now, seeing how it reacts to this level. If it finds resistance here, forms some sort of bearish variation or whatnot, we could still look to short this as DXY comes back, because DXY has been all over the place. So we could look for a short opportunity up at this resistance level. But you know, daily time frame is bearish, 4 hour time frame is bearish. When will we start to look for buy opportunities? You know, if this thing starts to surge up, starts to break. This is now daily resistance right here that we have. If we come up to this blue zone, we break back into this channel, then we can consider some buy opportunities. But at the moment, you know, nothing crazy. Just looking to see if we're going to double top here. So that's USEF. Let's bump over now to EU. This was another trade last night. Let's see. Let's bump up. I actually wish I got in on this. This thing has a lot of room to fall right now. So let's look and see if we can potentially get in on it again. Monthly time frame, you know, form this bearish engulfing candle on EU on the monthly, then down to the weekly time frame. Yes, we pushed up above these levels, but I've always been weary because we're at this weekly resistance level where obviously a lot of sellers stepped in up here. And as I bumped down to the daily time frame was very bearish, broke, made this low, pulled back. This was our first lower high as we're seeing now. And then I have this channel drawn down on the 4 hour. So 4 hour time frame, we had this channel was forming some highs and higher lows. We broke out of this channel, and then we started to get very weak right now. Conservatively, I was actually looking for this thing to break lower and to do what it's doing now, to push and then pull back, retest, and come lower. Um, as we can see, you know, I did put a potential trade opportunity. I believe I put this in the premium analysis as well. We had EU and NU shorts in here. So this is what we were looking at yesterday, 4 hour time frame. And then we had 30-minute time frame was looking stops above this 200-day. And then same thing with NU. We had this trade mapped out for you guys that were in the premium analysis right there. So this thing's fallen, you know, pretty well right now. As we can see in the 30-minute time frame, what happened was we came up, made this high, and then we formed this lower high here, lower high here. Those would have been your entry opportunities. These two right here, we had this one, and then inevitably we had this one where a lot more volume kicked in. So those are the two entry opportunities. On EU, it's fallen pretty well right now, up about 1 to 1. We could see this pull back. We could see this pull back. And as we can see on the 4 hour, we're just at a low now. So we would have to wait. It's not going to be this week, most likely, where we see an entry opportunity on this. So I'm going to move this down my list, and I'm just going to keep monitoring it. EU stuff, we could see a potential opportunity on this one. So I'm going to keep that on my radar. But EU, we're going to have to be a little bit more patient on. Let's head over to GU. So let's bump up to the weekly. So weekly time frame on GU is overall very bearish in the sense that we've rejected this line 1, 2, and 3 times. Whew. 1, 2, and 3 times here. Then we had this little bullish push up, kind of last ditch effort. We've seen this happen previously on this, so we're not trying to get faked out by it. Down to the daily time frame, you know, daily time frame had hit this support level, had been surging higher, but what I noticed was pretty much this 4 hour ascending channel that formed. So we were respecting the lows here, we're respecting the highs here, had a little bit of a break to the downside. And then as we can see now, we're rejecting again, and we're falling out of this channel one more time. We're about to hit 4 hour structure again. So, you know, how are we going to play this? How are we going to interpret this? Where are we going to enter? You can't enter now. You can't enter now. There's nothing to do right now. So what we got to wait on, and this is what we were waiting on, is we need to make sure that this thing holds below this trend line, holds below this level. So aggressively, we would play some sort of retest of the trend line, of the 200-day moving average, of all of that. And then more conservatively, we wait for it to break 4 hour structure right here. And then that's when we would short this. Oh, shit. Let me try that again. So we wait for it to break below here, retest. Doesn't have to come all the way up, it just forms some sort of pullback. And then that's when we would look for some potential short opportunities. So this is GU. We're on the 4 hour. There's nothing doing at the moment. This thing fell off from this level. And last night I wasn't trying to short this thing at the moment because we were in this ascending channel. We were in this ascending channel, daily time frame. We did find a lot of buyers. This thing was going bullish. So now that it's breaking this channel, we can definitely size up some short opportunities now, and we'll just be patient on this. So that's GU. Let's bump over now to UCAD. This was another trade that I marked out last night. This wasn't as high on my list, but it obviously played out pretty well. So let's go over what went on with UCAD. So UCAD yesterday, going into last night, we had this weekly bearish candle last week, no wick. But we were just down near this support level, down to this monthly support level. Early in the week, we fucked around and just started forming bullish engulfing and then doji. So just signs of reversal. Signs of reversal here, 2 in a row. And I just continue to break that down further. I mean, the whole picture, though, guys, is we are in a downtrend on the daily, making lows, lower high, low, lower high. But we were at the support level. We formed these bullish engulfings. So it looked as though we were going to get some sort of reversal here. And just how this price action was forming down here, we started to break above the moving averages. And we had this resistance level pretty solidly on the 30-minute. This is what I was monitoring this on. 30-minute, this is what we needed to break. We started to break above here, retested. Where would our entries have been? Entries, as always, are just on bearish engulfings through the moving averages once we're in that uptrend. So we have a bunch of them. We have one right there. We have one right here that we could have got in on even early on. We could have got in on this. Depending how aggressive we were, we could have even got in. I think this is the first one, but there was just a ton of bullish engulfings in this entire push right here that showed over and over again that this was respecting 200-day, was breaking to the upside, so a lot of indication here that this thing was going to go bullish. But again, since every time frame was bearish, this was definitely a counter trend trade, but it was at a low. So this was a little bit more high risk. That's why I elected to put out NU as opposed to putting out this one. And yeah, but still a good trade. There was still confirmation there, just not enough for me to take it over over NU. At this point now, we're coming up to our targets. We're coming up to this high right now. So what are we going to look for, guys? I mean, on the 4-hour time frame, as we can see, we could find rejection here. We could reject this level. I'm going to bump up, take a look. Yeah, that's our weekly level right there. So we could find some rejection here as this thing is in a downtrend. 4-hour time frame. We're about to hit this 50% level right there. So we need to see how things react. Hopefully it'll consolidate some here, either give us a buy opportunity to the upside, or if it just tanks, if it rejects this level, we just have to wait. We just have to wait and be patient on this. This is definitely a serious resistance level that's about to hit. If USD is that strong, this thing could continue to go much higher. This thing could just bust through this level. But we need to wait for breaks and retests so we could actually enter this cleanly. So nothing doing at the moment on this. Last but not least, let's hit over to GJ. So GJ, very similar to GU, bearish trend all the way, started to pull back on this daily time frame, started to form this entire, higher highs and higher lows here. And I could even come on here. This isn't going to be that pretty. Let's drag this down. Nah. So take that off. But this daily time frame formed this high, pulled back, formed this higher low here. Now we're dumping. This thing closes lower. The moving averages start to cross. As we can see on the 4-hour, we're about to test this 4-hour support level. If this all holds, guys, this is going to be easy short opportunities. We're going to easily be able to short these, and we're going to look for something like this. Once it closes below this level, we're going to wait for the pullback, not get fooled and try to enter early. We're going to wait for the pullback here on this one. And whenever it forms that first lower high, that's when we're going to get in on this trade. As we can see on the 4-hour time frame on this one, we came up and we just kind of fell out here. There was no sell opportunity up in this area really last night. I was more just waiting to see what happens because all this volume that kicked in yesterday, this threw us off on GU and GJ. All this volume kicked in at like early in the morning yesterday. I think based on like some Brexit news, this zoomed up and then pretty much just rejected and fell the other way right here. So unless we were like really aggressive on the 1 hour and just getting in on like this variation right here, didn't really see an opportunity to short this. But now if we do break this level and get lower, then we could definitely look for short opportunities. So again, a lot of pairs today kind of sitting on the higher time frames. GJ sitting on the higher time frame. UCAD staying on the 4-hour. GU, we're on the 4-hour, but we're getting ready for some potential positions. EU, if we do get this pullback, this thing is ready to dump again. But we just need to see some sort of pullback here. And then USEF, look out for this double top on the 4-hour time frame. And then NU is still falling. So we're going to see where this thing ends up. So that's all the pairs that I have for you guys today. I'm going to pass this over to Nick. But first, I'm going to drop in the chat the Discord link. We do have all your names from yesterday. We're going to do a giveaway, combine it from yesterday and today. So if you guys want to get in on that, just drop your name in the chat for the giveaway. And I'm going to let Nick get on here and share some more pairs for you guys.
Perfect.
Here we go.
All right, that was a good analysis, man. I mean, we had some good movement overnight, some good setups that were definitely there. And all of that came from DXY movement. So that was definitely something. So will DXY continue to, push bullish? We'll see. If it does have a nice rally in it, it could pull back pretty much all the way to the 96 area where this 200 EMA is. If it does pull back that far, we could expect a lot of bullishness on a lot of USD pairs. So, I mean, this is just DXY on the daily time frame. We saw that we were bullish for quite some time. If we just look right here, very steady bullish trend. We finally got the change of trend once this higher low broke this whole area here where it says daily break of structure. Once that level was confirmed broken, we were then bearish, right? So now we shot down to this monthly zone, the bottom of this supporting trend line of the overall ascending channel. Excuse me 1 second, guys. Probably doctor's office calling me. But anyway, we saw a bunch of consolidation down around this monthly level. And then a sharper, excuse me 1 second. I may have to take this call actually. But anyway, we saw, well, yeah, give me 1 second. I'll just finish DXY here.
Let's see this.
We saw consolidation after this huge fall off around this monthly zone. And then we started getting a change of trend because these lower highs began breaking once this rally started. So what we can do now is drop down to the 4-hour. Expand on price action here. So we saw this bearish trend kind of weakening, right? We're getting these lower lows, not much lower than the previous. Just a weakening trend, pretty much consolidation down around this monthly zone. Even though the volume here is, it's a pretty, each of these legs are pretty big. So like 150 plus. So it's a big area of consolidation, but nonetheless, on the daily time frame, it has been. We saw this break happen, didn't get a confirmed higher low. Instead, it kind of just continued to slump off here, but did form a higher low and now is giving us a transition back above the 4-hour. So at this point, we're really waiting for closure. We're really waiting for some sort of conviction above the zone, above 93.6 to kind of say to us, hey, this thing's really going to go bullish now. We could be in for a pretty big move. We could be seeing price action reach, higher highs here. So this thing could definitely push up. Even if we saw something like this, pullback, then a reversal, that would be significant. This whole first bullish push here is going to be very, very significant on other pairs. Okay, so let's move over to AU for a second. I mean, if this does also, again, this will go bearish if this rejects on the 4 hour at this level. So we have 2.5 hours on this, right? If we see this candle absolutely reject, confirm a lower high and then start pushing lower, then it's just bearish again. As long as it remains below this 4 hour zone, we're bearish. But I mean, that is one hell of that's a good amount of bullish volume in the last, few hours here. So that's definitely something to be aware of. So first pair we want to look at is AU. We're in the daily time frame, so let's just zoom out for a second. We were very much bearish over here, right? Then Corona hit. Then we had, son of a bitch. Hold on one second. I gotta reload the chart. I should just get a mouse.
Yeah, you gotta figure it out. That's what you gotta do.
I need a mouse. I keep doing that triple zoom shit, so like it doesn't. Hold on.
I see we got Brian in here.
Zooming in and distorting my.
Dude, yeah, you just gotta figure it out. That's it. So we got a good amount of people in here. I see everyone putting their names in the chat. Give you guys a chance to win the giveaway. Looks like, we got AU. Oh yeah, AU felt pretty nice.
Yeah, so we got this nice. We're now definitely bullish in the daily time frame. Once we broke this monthly zone, we started getting some confirmed higher lows above that with a nice ascending channel. So let's go right to the 4 hour and see what happens. So this was daily bullish, right? This huge channel here. But once this higher low was broken, we then went daily bearish, had a nice fall down to the monthly zone, good pullback, probably was needed. And then we got a double bottom, pull back to the broken daily zone where we got a double top. And then we got this kind of like expanding flag pattern, right? So you just see here, basically volume is picking up. It's, it's pulling back, it's taking a breather. So it's good. It's normal market structure. So this is good to see a nice little pattern here. Then it continued to the upside. Didn't really get far. Not the most, aggressive break because we shot pretty much to the 70724 handle and then pulled back, transitioned back below the MAs, and then shot down to our 4 hour level. So this was a pretty good short. I mean, this was pretty classic. If you go to the 1 hour here, nice pullback. There's a little pattern in here, broke through support, retested. This was the real entry over here. So not this first break and retest. We got an MA pullback, which was the real entry. So we got the MA pullback here. Nice, establishes a lower high, then gives us bearish variations in the form of an evening star, and then some engulfings to follow. So that would have been a good entry in here off some bearish variations, especially on a 30-minute too. I'm sure there's more. And yeah, target down towards the 4 hour. This was a good amount of pips, just over 100. So yeah, this was a nice trade. So from here, either it's going to continue bearish, right? So if the US dollar keeps pushing up, we should see some momentum on AU continue towards the monthly first, and then we'll reanalyze if this monthly zone breaks, right? But if it does reverse, just look for a play back to this daily zone. So as long as it remains between these two zones, I think it's just going to range. And then the most conservative way to play this is wait for a break and retest, either to the upside outside of this daily zone or to the downside outside of this 4 hour and then monthly. Oh, man. All right, so that's AU. Move on to AJ. Very similar to AU. Let's go to the daily time frame first. Overall, we were very bearish, very bearish. Then we had a nice strong rally right here. Actually had a break of a weekly structure. So we went bullish once this higher low was formed and then continued to rally. Let's go to the 4 hour. So this is that monthly zone that we surged into, we rallied into here. Then we didn't have the conviction to form a higher low and then continue after the break. It just couldn't make the push, didn't have the volume to keep going higher. So it actually went sideways, consolidated, and fell off. Retested our weekly breakup structure, gave us a double bottom, came up to test our daily breakup structure, double top, ranged for a while, made one last ditch effort to go bullish. It failed at our monthly zone and reversed immediately. Gave us a nice transition within this range right here. Pulls through the MAs, rejects the MAs there, gives us a lower high, gets below these 200, the 200 EMA, gives us an MA pullback, engulfing, lower high, MA cross, great entry right in there. This could have been a nice short. First target would have been the target. That would have been the bottom of the range, and then the 4-hour zone, which price action is blowing by right now. Probably making another test of the weekly zone. Let's go to the 4-hour and see if that makes sense. Yeah, this thing has so much momentum. I think it's definitely going to go to the weekly, at least before doing anything else. So we'll just reanalyze once it gets down to this area. Pretty much like that. And then we'll reanalyze. We'll see if it's going to consolidate, reverse potentially, and we'll take it from there. So right now, AJ is definitely looking super bearish alongside AU. Why is this like this? There we go. So yeah, it makes sense. It's definitely looks like it's gonna drop to the weekly. That's got a lot of potential there. And then we'll reanalyze, see if it's gonna break and retest, and see if we'll continue to look for short opportunities into our next support level. All right, so that's AJ. Let's take a look at UJ. This one actually looks pretty good for a short, surprisingly. I'll explain it in a second. So let's zoom out a little bit here on the daily time frame. You can automatically see that we have tons of bearish volume, right? Lots of lower highs, huge ascending triangle, key support at 104.5. Price action just getting more narrow, just kind of getting squeezed as it's developing. So could be due for a very large move. We'll see. But this is Corona right here. So after Corona, we went sideways, then just kind of broke through support, our weekly zone at 107, retested, and then continued lower. So let's go to the 4-hour and see where price action's at. All right, so we have a nice ascending triangle here. You know, we're at the kind of the tip of it. We had a nice fall from our last lower high to support at 104.5, pulled back, then consolidated. And from here, it's been having a tough time deciding where it wants to go, right? So we have like a little fake out, fake push to the downside, fake push to the upside, you know, where this was the test of 88.6 and also, you know, broken structure. It actually rejected that level perfectly, gave us an MA cross, retested. And now it looks to be going short. I mean, it's definitely super bearish, guys, but, you know, is this the real entry? You know, ideally, I want to see what we just went over twice is some sort of MA pullback like this. I want to see a pullback through the MAs, maybe a touch of even this 200, and then rejection with nice bearish setups, nice bearish variations, and then I could take a short based on that. That would be ideal.
What on UJ?
Something like this. That's ideally what we want in a trade. So if that happens, we can make a nice little trade. 2.7 to 1. That's a nice trade. Maybe even tighter. You can probably get a 3 out of it. And that's just playing it down towards support. That's not even, you know, factoring in the breakout. So let's say this trade executes. It's a nice trade. It plays down towards a key support of 104.5. We're going to then reanalyze and look for a break and retest to capture this higher time frame move, which could be very significant. You know, who knows how far that could drop. It all depends. But this is the play in the meantime. Nice little short opportunity down towards our major level down here at 104.5. All right, so what happens?
Forex League play of the week.
Yeah, honestly, you've seen it here.
Let me take a look.
Oh my god, we should get like a, what is it, a top 10 or 10?
Let me take the top 10.
The where it's like always cycling.
This is a 4 out of 5 star trade opportunity, guys.
Anyway, so if this does go bullish, it needs to break through all these resistance levels, including the 107 handle, form a higher low, confirm it with a nice bullish setup, and then I'll look for long opportunities. All that needs to happen for me to consider a long at this point. There's just way too much bearishness for me to consider anything else right now. Okay, so that's UJ. Let's move on to EJ before my jaw falls off. I swear to God. You feel this thing, dude.
UJ looks pretty nice right now.
It does look good. But it's I really want to like watch here. I really want an MA pullback.
What is this? 4 hour.
I've been juked on UJ quite a few times. So like I really wanted to pull back a little more and then shoot down.
On this, yeah, you want like an actual lower high.
Something significant. Like this. A nice little aggressive like whip back to the MAs. Whoops.
This guy's out here trying to get whipped. Jesus.
No. Don't mistake. Yeah. Price action. price action.
Holy shit, bro.
Called ripsaw, guys. Learn the terminology.
The ripsaw. Learn the terminology.
All right. We're on EJ now. We're on the daily time frame, guys. This is a fun one. My favorite one right here. No, not really. All right. So super bearish. If we just look to the left, I mean, bearish channel, clear as day. We got that transition from a bearish trend clearly to a bullish trend. Once this happened, we got a significant break, broke these lower highs, gave us a higher low, confirmed it at the weekly zone, and then continued bullish. So that was a nice clean break. We are then bullish now. We rallied up to the monthly zone where we got this triple top, which essentially is just a giant reversal pattern. You could pretty much see volume dying off. We're getting some lower highs, huge drop off. Let's go right to the 4 hour and see where we're at. Okay, huge drop off, right? Broke through support here at 124, 124.5, broke through, retested. Then we consolidated to 61.8 and started, pushing higher. But again, now it's weakening. Now it's essentially forming a lower high. It did break back above support, which was odd. I would have expected it to reject off this zone as resistance, but whatever. This is what happened. It pulled back, failed, got an MA cross, and started going lower, started pushing lower. So this thing is definitely bearish, in my opinion. So we're looking to make a play potentially down towards the daily break of structure around 121. So let's go to the 1 hour for a second and see what potentially could happen. Oh my Lord.
Let's go, baby.
Oh, this mouse, bro.
So I'm actually looking at UJ right now, guys, and UJ is looking like a prime short opportunity. I'm gonna wait until this closes at 9 a.m. So in 20 minutes. But I'm gonna share up after this, and we're gonna look at UJ.
UJ, you're saying?
UJ.
Oh, UJ. UJ looks good. Yeah, UJ.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at UJ again, guys. But I'll let Nick finish up.
All right, so essentially we want to see some sort of pullback on EJ for us to enter short on. I like this zone right here. 123.9. This is what we want to see. Some sort of significant pullback, enter on a bearish variation. Then we could target lower into significant fib levels, support levels, etc. Let's go to the 4 hour to check our work. Does it make sense? Absolutely. Yeah, so we can definitely see a nice bearish push down towards this daily zone. We just need to see a nice pullback, preferably an MA pullback with an MA cross, nice bearish setup, something with conviction. I'm not just going to short this because it popped out of a 4 hour support zone. I need to see more. Okay, so that's EJ. For us to enter on a bullish trade, for us to enter long, we need to see, again, MA cross, break above this 4 hour zone right at 124.5, and then a higher low confirmed above it. And then we'll play the range. That would be our target at the monthly zone. Wait, definitely bearish. Definitely looking bearish. Remember, just a nice pullback, enter on those confirmations to go short. That's EJ. You can even double check on the daily, see if it makes sense. For a pullback after this is an established lower high, for it to drop to the daily or weekly zone, makes a lot of sense. So we'll keep you guys updated on EJ as it develops. Last one and final for me is gold. Daily time frame, super bullish, guys. I mean, this is a steep trend, super bullish until pretty much we're all the way back below 1750 for the most part. But anyway, let's zoom in a little more, right to the 4 hour. Huge ascending triangle. Let's zoom in a little more. All right, so we have this huge ascending triangle. Key support was right at 1920. It actually broke that back here in September. Came down to the 61.8, pulled back, retested as resistance off the 1920 handle. And it's pretty much been rejecting it, ever since. We're going sideways here. No real major movement. However, it does look like this bullish volume is kind of dying off. So we could be seeing a short opportunity on gold, especially if DXY continues to rally. So from this point, all you really want to see is breaks of support. We really need to see breaks of support with some sort of retest on a lower time frame. It's fine if you're entering on the 30-minute here, as long as you get the right confirmations. So let's go ahead and make this 88. Okay, cool. So we're looking for essentially this. So I'm going to see lower time frame breaks of support with retests, confirming a lower high, confirming the continuation of a bearish trend. So this is what I'm looking at right now. I would take a short if I saw this opportunity. Maybe a retest on the 30-minute backside of a candle or something. Would take that short, target down, back down towards 1800, and yeah, so that would be a pretty nice trade. Could even throw a little trend line in here to catch the break earlier, something like this. Whoops, where'd it go? Something like that. All right, but for us to go long here, again, we need to get above 1920, higher low above 1920. To really be conservative, wait for a higher low above 1950, and then we're targeting back towards new highs. And yeah, so that's gold. That's gold. Definitely a little more juice on this one before we get into it. But anyway, quick recap. Covered DXY, looking bullish as hell. Covered AU, looking bearish. AJ bearish. UJ bearish. EJ bearish. And gold, I'm going to say bearish, but more neutral.
Bearish
All
as
right.
a motherfucker.
So yeah, so guys, there's definitely a theme to the market this week, today at least, anyway, end of week. But yeah, Angelo's going to throw a little bonus, get to UJ, and potentially give you guys a good setup. So
Yeah,
thanks for
take a look.
thanks for sticking around through my analysis.
Yeah, no, that was definitely solid analysis there. We appreciate that. Everything's looking good. We just gotta be patient though, guys. We gotta be patient. I wanna look at UJ. You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. Let's bring this up. All right, dope. So UJ, like Nick just went over, let's just start up on the weekly. Weekly has been very bearish, just below this moving average right here. We have been hitting this support level though. I'm going to adjust this, bring this down a little more. We're definitely at a low. Look, we haven't broke below this in a long time. Never. Since 2016. So we haven't broke below this in a long ass time. But again, this is the weekly time frame. So let's just break this down a little bit further. Down to the daily. It's very, very easily been making lower lows, lower highs, consecutive lower highs. I've got this trend line drawn on here. Down to the 4 hour coming this way, just respecting the shit out of this trend line. But let's just focus in, where we are right now. This push to the downside and then started to form this ascending channel right here. So we've got these highs that have been respected and then inevitably these lows. 1, 2, bring this up a little bit more. And then 3, we just broke out of here right now. And now, obviously very bearish on multiple time frames right now, breaking out of that channel, continuing with that higher time frame trend. Coming down to the 30-minute, this is what I'm looking at right now in the 30-minute. Obviously, very clearly, it's been a downtrend. 30-minute and 1 hour have both been downtrends very aggressively. What I need right now is just simply on this 30-minute time frame, we've got a support level right here. Let's just wait till this closes. As soon as this closes below, and we could even wait for the following candle and see a retest. This is just very minor right now, but it would be nice to see this close below. And then what we would do is we would short this right here. We put stops at about 20 pips. I'd bump back up to this higher time frame. We would target this first, this wick, and then inevitably we target that low down here. So this could size up to be a pretty good trade on UJ. We're just going to wait. We're going to wait and see if this thing does close below. So I'll update you guys. I'll get this in the premium analysis. I've seen some of you guys have joined that this week. So we're trying to get this to be active again. A little more so. We had a couple trades put out in there yesterday. So I'm going to update that again today. And that's UJ. So no trades at the moment, but UJ is gonna come soon. Decision on that's gonna come soon. I'm gonna be patient on this. Wait another half hour or so. So that's it for the live session. Now we're gonna get into, like we do at the end of every session. We're doing a promotion right now with the signals. We're doing it for $149. So we've got some courses here for you guys. This is everything that we're offering. I just want to cover it real fast. The signals is $149, one-time fee. So you're going to obviously get access to our signals, to the premium analysis, to the fundamentals, And it's just a one-time fee. If you guys are interested in the full course, right now it's full price, $4.99. One-on-ones are included on this, and everything else that is pictured here. So if you guys want more information on that, just shoot us a message. And we don't advertise this one too much, but we do have this funded account prep or funded account program now where we will work with you on your FTMO account and trade your FTMO account for you. So if you guys are interested in more information on that, just shoot us a message. So these are the three things that we're offering here at Forex League, and obviously a ton for free. So right now the main promotion is just the signals. If you want to get in, $149 one-time fee. We will, we will announce the giveaway, the winner. I'm going to combine yesterday's and today's. So we're just going to get a winner from everyone that entered from yesterday and today. And I'll get that out for you guys into the chat. And yeah, so if you guys are interested in joining Forex League and joining the community, a lot of people have been messaging me. I'll get to your messages in the chat. And this is the last session of the week. So last live session of the week. We'll be back Sunday at 8 p.m. EST. We're going to move that up to 5 p.m. I don't know if we're going to do that this week, but we'll keep you guys posted. But let's, finish the week strong. We'll post, if we put UJ out, we'll post that in the chat for you guys. But we'll be patient on that. And as Nick said, thank you guys for sticking around, showing support always.
We absolutely appreciate it, guys. So enjoy the rest of the week. Stick around in the community. Participate over the weekend, and we'll see you guys on Sunday for another week. All right.
Oh yeah. Nick will get his root canal. Be back in action.
Yeah, man. This thing's got to stop. It's unbelievable.
Dude, it's so funny.
We need to get back on our feet over here.
We do. We're getting there. We're getting there. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you guys in the next session. Peace out.
Peace, guys.